Yeah, it's there's a lot to keep up with, and I think that's a big kind of narrative for what we're doing with Cub here in Polycub is that we are consolidating things back to the mothership,
Exactly.
which is
Focused.
what, yeah, being focused, which, I've spent a lot of time looking at startups and I follow obviously a lot of people who are active in the startup world. And one thing I think that has been happening, not just with crypto startups or even small startups, but even massive companies, like you look at what Elon did with X, what's happening at Facebook, it's even happening at Google. A lot of these companies are getting rid of staff and consolidating their offices and really dialing things in and being more focused. Even Apple just sunsetted their, car program, their AI car program. So you're even seeing like the biggest companies in the world, consolidating and deciding that, hey, we spread our focus too thin. And, that's a part of what happens, I think, when you get into these, macro environments where there's like money everywhere and, people are all hyped and crazy. So we obviously had the ZERP, the zero, interest rate era, um, that really drove a lot of startups to not be lean and be really fat and happy and building. And I think a very similar thing happened with DeFi and the entire crypto industry. So time for us to get lean and focus on things, and that's been the path these past 18 months, and I think that's going to continue to be the path as we move forward. So a lot of you see that we're building LeoDex, and that is just an extension of the Inleo UI. So yes, it is a different domain name, but it is very deeply connected to the Inleo UI. And then obviously all the revenue going back to buy Leo off the market. We're not creating any new tokens or anything like that. We're bringing everything back into the mothership. So very I think we're very much getting with the times of the broader startup business world.
Oh yeah. No, it's true. Listen, and I got to bounce. So like we can put a bow on it by saying I talked about how like I'm kind of like a little bit out of loop with crypto this past year, and that's because I looked at like most of 2023 and I'm like, how did I get nothing done? It's because I was trying to do four different things. And lately my focus has been more back on real estate. And the last like 3 to 6 months for real estate has been, well in terms of making progress. So obviously I'm still going to do my crypto, but I'm not paying attention to it to the level that I would if it was my sole thing, essentially crypto is my side chick. Um, but yeah, you gotta have the focus. So like, as much as I wish my Cub and Poly Cub experience could have been better financially, I'm sure there's others that feel that way. I'm also happy that, all right, that was what it was. Let's get it all in house and have that, kind of vertical stack of all things Leo. So I'm happy to burn my Cub and at least have potential growth with Leo as opposed to the, farming sites that kind of at this point, to me, are sort of like a dead issue.